Hey, it's Daryl Etherington from TechCrunch. I'm here at CES 2017 with Mark Fields, the CEO of Ford. Can we talk a bit about your mobility program and the Smart Mobility LLC? And Chariot is known to our audience. It's San Francisco-based. That's where they got their start. Startup doing commute sharing.
Yes.
You guys acquired them last year, last year. Can you give a bit of background about what you guys saw in Chariot and what you want to accomplish there?
Well, our Ford Smart Mobility LLC, their remit is to invest, build, design mobility services for our company. And it's really around taking our core business and keeping that really strong, but also at the same time growing the services side, particularly around mobility. And what we saw with Chariot was very interesting because it was a crowdsourced app, shuttle service. And one of the things that we want to do is help people be more mobile and help cities solve some of their mobility solutions and some of their issues around congestion and things of that nature. So Chariot made a lot of sense for us, and we acquired them in the third quarter of last year. We're now in 2 cities, San Francisco and Austin, and we'll expand to 4 more cities in the next 15 months.
Great. Yeah, I think we saw their recent, there's a pilot project with the Lake Tahoe ski resorts, which is also very interesting because it's a very different kind of problem to address, but it's using the same underlying technology, this like intelligent demand monitoring, right?
And it's for our business. This is why it makes so much sense because our core business is always around designing and developing and manufacturing great cars and trucks. And that's been our business model for many, many years. Now, as we look at the usage of our products, particularly as people want access versus ownership, it makes perfect sense for us to branch out into the usage of our products. And it reinforces our core business because in the case of Chariot, it provides this great service of flexibility at a very reasonable cost and convenience for people. But at the same time, it helps grow our transit business. So it's making 1 + 1 = 3.
So in what cases does that become, like in this case it made sense to acquire, in what cases does it make more sense to partner, or how do you guys draw that line?
Well, we ask ourselves 3 really important questions as we look at whether it's mobility or any part of our business. We ask ourselves, where do we want to play? Then the next question is, how do we think we can win in that market or in that product segment or that service segment? And then we ask ourselves the third question, what capabilities do we need? And when we ask ourselves that question on capabilities, sometimes we say, well, you know what? We want to grow the capabilities ourselves and keep it in-house. In other cases, we may say, you know what? There's somebody out there that really knows how to do this. Maybe we should either partner with them or buy them.
Right.
And that's what we went through when we looked at Chariot. And we said that it's a perfect fit for our company, great organization, great people, and really aligned with our culture.
Great. And then like another example of where the partnership made more sense is Amazon, obviously, with Alexa.
That's another great example. Here at the show, we're announcing Ford and Amazon and an integration of Alexa into the vehicle. And we're going to have the most comprehensive integration of Alexa into our vehicle where, you know, from the car, you can do everything you do with Alexa, listen to your music, add things to your shopping list, ask for news, but also be able to control your smart home devices. You know, to open the garage, turn the lights on. And there we share a very important philosophy of everything being activated through voice control. And we said, hey, in this case, Amazon brings huge capability that really complements what we have and is not an area that we are as expert in. So it makes perfect sense, and the cultures are aligned.
So it's interesting that some of the automakers are building their own kind of assistants and see that as kind of like a route to being a service provider as well. Is that something that Ford might explore in the future?
Sure. We are always exploring lots of different ways. You know, when you look at the technology that's available these days, it's pretty incredible. But our view of this is always looking first and foremost, what is the problem we're trying to solve for a consumer? Because it's got to start with that. It can't start with, well, here we got this neat technology, let's find out how we put a product around it. It starts with understanding the consumer, how we make their lives easier, and then what is the product or the technology that helps solve that.
Great. All right, well, thanks very much.
All right, Daryl.
Take care.
Thanks.